Hello everyone, how are you doing? So today I was going to talk to you about highlighters. So I'm going to talk to you about where to put them, where not to put them, and how not to achieve the Instagram over highlighted look. Now there's several different highlighters you can use. There's powder ones, there's liquid ones, there's cream ones. It doesn't really give you a massively different result. It's really just a personal choice, how you prefer to apply it. There's a little bit of colour variation in some highlighters. Personally speaking, I don't think you should spend a fortune on them. I have done, only to realise that it's the same as something I spent quarter the price on. It is really just a bit of shimmer, and you don't even need to buy a proper highlighting product. You could probably use a shimmer frosted shadow or something. So, okay, let's just jump right in and I'll show you. So my makeup's on today for a change. Quite nice to start it on rather than being barefaced. So I've got a couple here to show you. First one here is Vive. I'm loving her products just now, they're just lovely and I love the packaging. Now this is called Holy Chic, and Holy Chic, it is shimmery. It's a kind of midway shade, it's goldy, champagne-ish kind of shade. The other one, she's got three. The first one is really quite pale and the third one is much warmer, much more golden. So again, probably something that would be really nice in the summer or for somebody with a darker skin tone. I also have this one here that I've had for ages. Now, I know for a fact I paid about a quarter of the price for this one. It is paler. And I don't think there's much difference between them. Can't say I'm too blown away with the packaging, but I'm not really caring about that. Third one here is Chanel. I would say this one is much more subtle. It is a warmish shade and it's lovely, but it doesn't really make that much of a difference. I think I would probably use that as more of a dusting of kind of powder to illuminate rather than actual highlighting. So there's several uses for highlighter. There's your brow bone, there's the inner corner, cheekbones, sometimes the nose, although I hate when it's overdone and there's a big blob of highlight on the end of the nose. I've never understood why that's a thing. Cupid's bow sometimes. Anything else, like I've seen it sometimes used here. It's probably quite nice when you actually see it in a photograph, but in real life you can really just see the texture of the highlighter on the skin, and I don't really like that. A cream one would probably work. I would use just a smallish brush for this. Oh, where is it now? Something like that. Doesn't really matter the shape. You want a kind of softish bristle. You get some contour brushes that are kind of, it's flat, it's like a flat line for kind of carving out. It's probably actually more for contour than highlight. A soft brush will do the trick. Now this is what I would do for a natural highlight. Here we go, Vive Holy Chic. Now, if done well, it's going to bounce the light from your face, which is meant to give a lovely flattering finish. If you overdo it and you pile tons on, it's going to highlight the lines around your eyes, which I have plenty, and also it's going to, or if you take it too low down, it's going to highlight this part of the cheek here. You don't want to highlight that part of the cheek because that tends to be where you've got more texture. So you're going to aim for the highest part of the cheekbone, right here. And that is about enough. I wouldn't put much more than that on. Okay, you can see how that's an obvious place to put it. Next up, I'm going to put it on the brow bone. Okay. Again, just attracting and bouncing the light from your face. so it's going to accentuate the highest points of the skin. That's the purpose of it. And now I'm going to use the inner corner. I sometimes just use my finger to do this. Compare it to the other side. It just gives your skin, or the structure of your face, more dimension, which is the purpose. I'm going to show you a little bit in the nose. Anyway, just a dusting down the nose, and don't put too much in the end. I just think that looks really, really silly. I've watched a lot of kind of YouTube videos when there's a big blob of highlight in the tip of the nose. I just don't get it. And then you can do the Cupid's bow. I don't tend to out here. Just depends on your mouth. I don't think I need any attention drawn to mine, but you know, if you feel you want to accentuate the upper lip here in the Cupid's bow, then yes, highlighter's what you should be using. Now also you can add a little bit here. As I said, I'm not too much of a fan of that, especially when you're lining. I've got plenty of lines here, and I think it just highlights that, so we don't want to do that. Now another side, I'm going to show you how to do it in a very incorrect way, which is totally exaggerated in what I see on Instagram all the time, which I just don't think is flattering. Now I'm going to use a paler one, because they're usually very, very pale. Now it is so sunny here today in Glasgow, which is amazing. It just puts you in a good mood. Gives you that wee spring in your step. A bit more alive, which is lovely. Been kind of missing feeling like that. Okay, so what I see a lot of is big, big, big stripes. Clicking right down. You really just want to see a hint. When you turn your head, just wants to catch the light for a second, and then that's it, because any more than that, it becomes obvious makeup. We don't want it to look like obvious makeup, we want it to look like a natural highlight. So that's the good side. And the overdone side. And now we're going to put a little bit too much in the nose. You can see the difference. This is the kind of things I see, and it's serious. No, not good. I'd love to know what kind of highlighting products you're using. This is like an example of some of the liquid ones. This one's called Night Glow by Number 7. It's the very same as the Benefit one. Everyone knows the Benefit one. It's very, very popular, although the name escapes me right this second. I'll link it below because it's a good option. It's just a liquid and it's kind of a pearlescent colour, and it can be lovely, but you just don't go overboard with it. And this one, sorry, I just dropped my brush. This one is same kind of idea, but it's kind of two-tone, and that's lovely. Nice if you've got a bit of a tan and you wear it in the summer. Not so much in the winter, can look a bit silly. So there's one side overdone and the other side nice and natural. Now the other place I would use a highlighter is right across the lid. I'm constantly stumbling over words, and I think it's age, hormones. Okay, next up, lid. So this is just a highlighter from the Vive palette again, but it's still a highlighter. It doesn't really matter. I mean, you could use that in your cheeks, but this is I'm gonna put this in the lid. I like that sometimes. I have to be in the mood for certain things, you know. Don't always feel a highlighter moment. Other times I do. If you think about it though, if you're in a dimly lit restaurant or bar, the only thing your eye is going to see makeup wise is light, shadow and texture. So say for instance you're wearing lip gloss, highlighter, contouring in the eyes and stuff, you will see that, but you just won't really see the colour. So textures become really important in the evening time and dim light. That's when they work. You could spend hours doing intricate colours in your eyes and stuff and then go out and it's kind of lost because nobody's really going to notice it's there. So there you have it, highlighter. People struggle with it. We used to call it strobing. Well, we always called it highlighter, then it became strobing, which is became a big thing back in like 2014 or 13, 14. And now it seems to have got its name back as just highlighter, which is a relief. So yeah, also another place great to put highlighter is if you have a liquid one, add a wee bit to your body moisturiser, and if you're wearing a top off the shoulder, say, put it on your shoulders, put it across here, lovely in the summer. I mean, you could probably even just use a wee bit of powder highlighter and just crumble it into your body lotion and it works a treat. It's very, very good. Some they come in spray form, or sometimes you can buy ones that got highlighter through them. I've actually got an amazing one in the bathroom. I'll link it below because I love it in the summer. And that is it. So thanks for watching. I'd love you to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified every time I post a new video, which comes out on a Sunday. And I will see you next time. Bye bye.